Hey y'all, today I'm going to break down the law of sines. One of the easy ways to solve triangles that aren't right triangles. Yep, this is for those oblique triangles where regular SOHCAHTOA doesn't work. So, let's get into it. We use the law of sine when we know angles, angle, side, angle, or side, angle, side. But with side, side, angle, you have to be careful because of the ambiguous case. Always match the angle with the side opposite of it. That's the key to using the law of sine correctly. And check if you're using degrees or radians. In this kind of problem, we usually use degrees. And that's it. The law of sine is your go-to when you don't have a right triangle, but you still want to solve for missing sides or angles. Now, let's do some examples. Okay, so the first example that we have is an example of angle, angle, side. As you can see, it might be small, but we have our angles already up there. So, now, since we have our angles, we're going to put our sides up there. Always remember your sides have to correspond with your angles. If we know uppercase C is right here, lowercase c is going to go over here, okay? So always remember that. Since B is right here, little b is going to be over here, which is a side. Since A is up here, little a is going to be right here. This is easy. Just always make sure your sides and your angles correspond from each other. Alright, so now we're going to fill in what we have. It's best to write out all your sides and all your angles so you won't get messed up. So, for angle A, we don't have anything because we don't know angle A. Angle A don't have anything right there. Next we have angle B. Angle B has something up there which is 44. So we're going to put 44 right there because we know angle B. Then we have angle C, which is 53. So we're going to put 53 right there. Now, when you get to the point where you have two angles already, you can go ahead and subtract that by 180. You're subtracting this by 180 because all the angles in that triangle have to equal up to 180. So let's go ahead and do that now. So we have 180, subtract 44, subtract 53. We're going to do that. And when you do that, you're going to get 83. So when you get 83, that is going to be your angle A. So angle A is 83. So we already got all our angles. Now, let's move on to finding our sides. Let's see what sides we have. A. Okay, let's see what sides we have. We don't have a side C. As you can see, we don't have a side C. We don't have a side A. We don't have anything where A is. But we do have something for side B. So, side B is going to be 7. So, we're going to put 7 right there where side B is. Because side B is 7. Now, this is where your formula comes in. For this part, you will use stuff that you will already know, that you already have. When I say that, this means you need to have an angle and a side in order to find the rest of your angles. So, now what we can do first, it doesn't matter which angle you find first. So, in this case, let's go ahead and try to find angle A first. So, what we do first, since we're finding angle A, we're going to do A. I'm going to put A over sine 83 because that's what angle A is. So sine 83 will go on the bottom. Now you're going to put what we have something of, which meaning when we have a side and angle together, which is side B and angle A. Side B and angle B. So we're going to do B we're going to do B, which is 7, over sine 44 because we already know why B. So now that when we do that, we're going to cross multiply these right here. So let's go ahead and cross multiply so we can get our answer. And we're going to come back together. And let's see what everybody gets. Okay, now, once you have done that and when you have cross multiplied, you should get 8 sine 44 equals 7 sine 83. Once you do this, since we're finding the angle A, we need to get A alone. So, what's stopping A from being alone? In this case, sine 44 is what's stopping A from being alone. So, we're going to divide sine 44 on both sides. Now we have A. When we do this, we're going to cross out sine 44, so which leaves us with A equals sine 83. Sine 83, I'm sorry, over sine 44. This is how it should look. And no, we are not done. This is not your answer. So now you're going to put this in a calculator. If you put it in once you put it in the calculator, you're going to get your side A. So let's go ahead and do this. So now, when you do this, when you put this in your calculator, you should get 10 for side A. Alright? Now that's all you have to do to find your sides. Now, since we know A is 10, we are going to go ahead and try to find side C. So you're going to do the same exact thing you did over here with A. You're going to do the same thing to find side C. So, okay, now, since we have already found side A, we're going to now find side C. You will do the same thing that you did to find side A to find side C. So, when we do this, we're going to do C over sine 53 because 53 was our angle. So, C over sine 53 equals 7B because that's something that we already have. Remember what I told you. Always use something that you already know. So, we have side 7. We have side B, which is 7. So 7 is going to go over sine 44 because 44 was our angle. It should look like that at the top. It should look like this at the top. Now, once you have done that, now you are going to cross multiply those. Once you cross multiply those, you should get C sine equals 7 sine 53. Now, when you get to this part right here, you need to get your side alone. Whichever side that you're looking for, you need to get the side alone. So therefore, what's keeping side C from being alone? As we can see, sine 44 is what's keeping side C from being alone. So therefore, we have to divide sine 44 on both sides. So that way, when you do that, C is 7 sine 53 over sine 44. Now, a lot of you may stop here, but no, that's not the answer. If you do this answer, that's probably going to be half credit. So, when you put this in a calculator, you should have gotten 8. When you put 7 sine 53 over sine 44, you should have gotten 8. So now, side C equals 8. That's how you do an angle side.